Now, Thursday, Friday, um, what day did they put that music video out? Might have been, I think it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday, but I watched the music video earlier today because I was curious. So it was
Introduce.
don't care. October 15th, so Thursday. They put a music. So Five Finger Death Punch, a metal band, put out a new music video on Thursday in which has some really derisive statements on it. Let's take a look at the article to kind of go over this. Now we're not going to listen to the music video for copyright content and everything. I don't want to really risk risk that on getting onto YouTube and all of a sudden them coming after me. But I do want to talk about this because I think it's important. They put out a video for their music video, Living the Dream, and it's kind of alarming. So it starts with this scene of. It starts with a scene of. Okay, let me do this. We'll just watch the regular video, and I'll kind of talk about this. This is also, by the way, an ostensibly like right-wing conspiracy video. Like just a lot of the stuff in here, like. So I actually used to like Five Finger Death Punch, and then they got real fucking cringe, real fucking fast. Like about 3 years ago, they started getting really bad. These are also the people who wrote American Capitalist. Like, throwing that out there. Anyway, fiction reveals a truth that reality obscures. The original idea behind this quote was that you can tell things in a fictitious sense that are real, but people won't believe it. So let's watch. And it starts off with this zombie scene here, and it's basically like hoarding toilet paper. And this is a nod back to the beginning of COVID, where people were going insane buying tons and tons and tons of toilet paper for no fucking reason. So like kind of legitimate criticism, but like real fucking cringe. What's like, this is obviously a point. And then it gets into like how something about American superheroes doing drugs and how they're all washed up or something. Like, it's like a message that they don't exist, or like they're all just worthless. And oh yeah, then the Tide Pods. The fucking Tide Pods. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Such an old meme. But this is the big one. Now, this is a line of people wearing putting masks on, led by a people are speculating as Dianne Feinstein or whatever. Or was it Dianne Feinstein or no, God, what's her name? House Majority Leader. What? What's her name? Oh. Nancy Pelosi. That's right. It's supposed to be like a play on Nancy Pelosi, what people are going off of. Pro-mask but anti-Marvel movies. I mean, okay, like, Marvel movies are good, I'll be honest. I can see why people don't like them, but, you know. Like, if you don't like it, that's cool. I fucking love them. I think they're way better than DC. Let's be real here. Except for the animated DC movies. The animated DC movies are fucking legit. But anyway, this is supposed to be like a Nancy Pelosi, Dianne Feinstein type person here, giving out, basically, and like, just take a minute to see what happens. Like, she takes it off. She has this exempt button on that says, I don't have to wear a mask because I'm in power. And then comes over, here's this mask. Like, it's this huge, like, fucking deal. Oh, sorry, I have auto mod. Like, puts his mask on, like, yeah. And then, like, puts on this compliant button, like, yeah, I need to change my filters on my auto mod to leave out cuss words. That's typically what happens. I'm sorry, I just have the default setting for my auto mod on. But, like, putting on this compliant hammer and sickle fucking button, like, what the fuck? No, go back. Yeah, like, a very clear shout out. So this was a symbol of the Communist Party in, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We just need to start wearing the hazmat suits. So it's going to get lunch, like take it in through like the handhole and like getting a step inside and like is wearing a mask when we're dealing with respiratory illness really? No, it's not. It's really not. But people make it a big deal, and that's what the whole point of this is that they're saying, oh well, you're a mask wearing communist and you don't believe in freedom and blah. Like that's literally the whole message behind this music video. And so like going forward into it, like the next thing is like this like fucking like work camp of, and we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to the big me Marino, the People's Republic of America, like with all the little fucking hammer and sickles, like oh we're just slaves. Well, the thing is at that point in time is not just your body. Is that you're actually if you're sick, you could actively be infecting other people. So yeah, like just all fucking slaves. But like, here's the big one. So she's walking around with these chains, which, everyone's in masks, wearing compliant stuff, and it's shown that her chains are like people in that are like dogs, but with baseball bats. Like, what the fuck? And then she stops, and she sees this. I'm sorry. I need to adjust my mod. I've not actually had a lot of problems with it because I know. I'm so sorry. But then she sees this, and this is where like this is supposed to be like a democratic leader, by the way. This is what's being depicted here. She sees this like American flag, and she fucking loses. Sorry, did I miss it? She sees this American flag, and she fucking loses her shit, and she releases the hounds. Or maybe it wasn't her. It was her freedom sniffing dogs. Yeah, she sees this and just fucking loses her shit, and she's just like, "Oh my god!" And then like, if scene goes on, she's just fucking them destroying his business. Like, "Oh, you love liberty? We can't have that here." Like, this is the message that's being sent out by this musician, but supposedly by them, it's not political. And of course, the music video ends with the masses rising up with American flags, and oh, is that what that is supposed to be? Huh. Symbolism. I guess I'm not great at it. But rising up with the American flags and charging and getting gunned down by Antifa and the left. And just making this huge fucking like getting shot. Everyone's getting like military, firefighters, doesn't matter who it is, they're just gonna kill you and everything. And like it's supposed to be not a political statement. Like they even came out like a day later or something and was like, oh, this is who was it? Yeah, Zoltan Bathory is not a anti-mask message, or this isn't supposed to be some political a lengthy statement. Okay. Let's see. I'll take a look at that later. And his statement, Bathory now alleges media outlets forewent living the dream. The scene in question is not about masks, not an anti-mask message, which is false. It absolutely is. Because you can see they're taking off the... I don't... Hold on. Are you talking the one in Colorado? But, like, they're seen taking off the masks and everything, so it's like, oh my god, masks are bad, masks make you just sheeple. Like, and that's the whole point here. And so when he's saying this is just damage control to make it so they don't lose sales or something, because that's what they care about. Like, they care about putting their political message, but not at the cost of their sales. Which, honestly, fucking not based, let's be honest. God, I want to see where this statement is. Oh, yeah. This Instagram, rules for the free but not for me. 99% of you understand that metaphor and got the point about hypocrisy. But those who ask, no, this is not a mass debate. Instead, think the direction of equal rules and equal justice in the law. Okay, but the people, and even then, the people who are saying we should be wearing masks are wearing masks. Like, here's a statement. As much as some news sites use anti-mask as as a clickbait title, and I must applaud the capitalists in them, or I myself would be a hypocrite. Let's make this crystal clear. This is a fictional story amongst shopping cart zombies, Tide Pod eating fat superheroes, and all the other metaphors. Why would anyone think the mask scene isn't one? Well, the difference is this metaphor is that masks are bad. That's the whole point here. And like I said, the question is not about the mask. It's not an anti-mask message. And in fact, you go to fivefingerdeathpunch.com. Nice merch shot out there right now and buy some cool ones. I must explain this. The male symbol shit. The whole video is in the frame of a work of fiction, dystopian nightmare, and one of the founding fathers right before. Oh yeah. It ends as like a nightmare of the founding father. Portray the ridiculously absurd prevent from becoming reality. Mass segments are about hypocrisy on the highest level, but again, they're not. Like, this is literally the whole thing like that is being said here is the hypocrisy at the highest level is supposedly that we don't wear masks. And it's the thing is the people who are being hypocrites and saying this aren't actually saying wear masks anyway. They're just saying no, don't wear masks. They're saying masks are bad. Like, that's what's happening. So yeah, you get down into it and you're looking at it and you're like really understanding it. This is all just damage control, and this should be, no one's surprise. Five Finger Death Punch is taking this. They have a lot of neo-Nazi fans. They're actually one of the largest bands, like, for like, if we just do a Google search, like, they're like some of their biggest fans are fucking neo-Nazis. Yeah, they have a lot. There was actually, like, what is that fucking show? Hate Thy Neighbor? Where, good show, actually. Where they went to... Well, the thing is Five Finger Death Punch is very mask on. And so it's a very subvert way to... it's a very subvert way to support that. I want to say it's Sweden's far right youth, or Sweden's far right youth is they actually go to he actually goes to like a neo-Nazi concert, and there's like people who are talking about, oh yeah, well these are all like, like a lot of the bands were like inspired by them and everything. Like, and honestly, like when they first came out, I actually really liked their music. I like the cadence to it. I like the musical ability, because they're good musicians. They know what they're doing. But like anymore, there's just better music out there. Like, let's be real. There's way better like hard rock or metal music. Like, listening to bands like Five Finger Death Punch when there's stuff like Sabaton and Amon Amarth anymore, it's just fucking cringe. Like, let's be full real. Oh yeah, no, they have huge political opinions. What is it? American... I want to say this is... Yeah. What was the song off this? Like... Oh, Under and Over It. Under and Over is a hugely political song. Like, literally the whole point of it is about, like, how, people... let me put on the stream. Is how people buy out or, like, are sellouts for, getting into the music industry and making money off of it and stuff. And they're, like, they, like, basically openly admit in the song that they're, like, yeah, no, we got in this to make money. Like, we kind of geared ourselves to be in this position specifically to make money and build our own brand. Which, I mean, props. At least they're, like, honest with it. But, like, come on. So, yeah, it's pretty overt. Again, anymore nowadays, like, their music's all right. But, I just don't really think it's that great. Let's be honest. So